So it's the 14th of December and we have got yet another rainy day here. So I thought I would make a start on some Christmas decorations. I have fortunately yesterday was a dry day and I did a bit of foraging. So I've got some fernery, some bit of skimmia, different types of fern, some ivy with berries on, bit of moss. I have got some holly, but the holly seemed to be berryless because, well, birds obviously needed it. But I did find some berries on a tree which I have no idea what the tree is, but the berries seem kind of nice. Obviously not a popular choice with the birds, so I don't feel too guilty about taking their food source. So I have a few bits and pieces. What else have I got? I have got good coloured stem for winter colour, so I've just snipped off a few branches of that and thought I could make use of that, because at the time I thought I was lacking berries. I have some allium heads that I've sprayed the tips silvery, well, it was called white gold, but it looks silver. Don't know what I was expecting it to be, anything other than silver. Would have preferred it to be gold. May or may not use these. And I have the wreaths that I made previously. Oh, and I have some fir cones that I have had for years, so I might make use of those. Here we have 3 individual wreaths. I'm kind of holding it now because I've been playing around with it. Use them as a base and then just have a section here with the fernery and the things on it. So the first base is to get how I want this to be arranged. So let me do that first. I've kind of arranged them in a thing, and I have some, I think it was termed rustic wire when I bought it, but I could be wrong. And it is just actually really quite useful stuff. So it is, I have 2 colours, and it is just wire covered in raffia, I guess, paper. But it looks natural, but it just has a bit more hold in it. A paler coloured one as well. So they're attached, but now I want to get some chicken wire. That is going to be what holds a lot of the decoration in place, is my thinking. So let's, again, I think I'm going to use a bit of this wire. Just make it grip a bit better. We have something in place there. Okay, got a bit of moss that I have dug up from the drive, so let's put that in place. I'm not overly fussed about this. I don't believe that having moss makes any difference in how long your wreath lasts. I think in this time of year, there's certainly in the UK, we have, it's all dependent on the weather. If it gets hit by a touch of frost, then you're going to have a different lifespan than if it's just quite pleasant weather, and also if it's windy or whatever. So it doesn't really matter, and as I say, this sort of stuff lasts for ages anyway. So I plan to have kind of like leaves swooping around here to make it more circular. and then a central bit of something. I'm hoping adding this extra moss in here helps with the stability, so it'll help keep things in place a bit more, I hope. So I am using bigger strands to start with, and then gradually getting smaller. I think that's probably going to work better. And I think, surprisingly, that might be good enough. Well, look at it, I have. As I said, this has been around for years, all of this. I'm going to use that. I am going to, just as a precautionary note, I am going to get a bit of this wire and thread it through. Right, the next we want a few berries. Oh, and I haven't used the I created some circles. So we have just something. Let's see what it's like when it's hung up. Mission accomplished. It's certainly a little bit different. Let's see how it withstands weather. Let me know in the comments below whether you like traditional wreath or something a little bit more quirky. I am enjoying the fact that mine's different, and I hope it withstands our Christmas weather.